Hello, it is I, Carrick, and it looks like I get to do a recap of our episode 13, was it? Of Abyssal Wish? That's what we're calling it? Yes. Alright, so, Wogue and I decided it was a good idea to not listen to Milton and to push open the giant door he said not to push open. I believe he was gone for, he said 24 seconds, I believe. Well, we were curious, so we pushed open the door and found we found a husk of Koratori. If I guess that's how you would explain it after seeing it for the first time. It did not look great. Nope, not at all. Attached to a bunch of machines on wheels. Not very good. Wogue and I decided we would, make our way back to Milton and let him know. But as we did so, Milton found an armory. Well, a hallway full of armory rooms, which was, had very many things in them. And, I think it was, who was it? I think it was Woke who said they might have to shit their. Nope, sorry. That was, the voice of Wogue, Lindsay. Said she might have to take a shit in a little bit. But anyway, we continue. We went on and thought we would go back and check on Koratori, realizing that this was a split edition of Koratori. It was tied to her and, as we found out, it was just a husk. Quite literally, there was no person left behind that husk. It was already dead. It was just surviving off of machines. Without the machines, well, they would be dead. I feel for Wogue. Wogue, has a passion for life. You know, if there's any sign of life, it deserves to live. As I would also agree. However, I don't know about this one. There was something about it, something different. So, Milton made the executive decision to end the life of what was there. We may have, I agreed with Milton, though not vocalizing it. And I know Wogue and Milton had their disagreements on it, but I believe it was for the best. And that is my recap of episode 13 of Abyssal Wish. I hope to see you in the next one.
I wish.
I wish.
I wish. As you wish.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Abyssal Wish. This is a wonderful podcast. This is Abyssal Wish, Hellforged Apocolypse, guys. This is it. You're watching it live, but not really. It happened many weeks ago, probably, maybe. Who knows when we actually recorded this episode? Anyway, this is a podcast where three survivors of an apocalyptic demonic wastelands gear up to train in hopes of reclaiming the land that they once lost. I am the Turtle King, and I am the DM of this campaign.
Hey there, everyone. My name is Nick, and I am playing as Carrick.
Hi, I'm Lindsay. I've taken my anxiety medication. I have my pasta. It is Ronied. Please sponsor me. And I play Wogue, the totally not neurotic goblin who is just clinging on to hope with his bare, sharp, tiny little teeth.
And I am Thomas, and I play Milton Dinkle, who hasn't moved from Waterdeep since last year, 2023, baby! Pow, 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 pow!
Oh yeah, I guess that's true. Too bad to the actual audience, you've only been in Waterdeep since 2023, so...
Oh, shit. We went meta.
Got him. Alright, last time on Abyssal Wish, Hellforged Apocolypse, the gang finds a doppelganger of Koritari, or what's left of one. Attached to magic tubes that keep her alive, this soulless husk causes a debate of whether to show mercy or keep her alive for more info. After a generous mercy killing from Milton, the group carries on, realizing they should get going. Not realizing it's already been 40 hours since they departed from the cave, they start their treacherous journey back to said cave. Before we get into this whole shebang, I want each of you to roll a d6 for me.
Ooh, okay.
Myself included. What?
Are we aiming for high numbers or low numbers?
You're aiming for a number. These are to get results of something. Maybe, possibly. I don't know what it's for.
Milton got a 5.
5. Ooh, okay.
I got a 3.
She got a 3.
Okay. I got a
Yo
4.
got a 3.
This is unfortunate. Everyone remind me what they got.
I think we went starting from Lindsay. I think we got a 3, Nick got a 4, and I got a 5.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Nick got a 4.
Yes. Why? Is that bad?
No, I think 4 is the best option out of all of these.
Okay.
Bro, you don't need to be so fucking cryptic about it, you bitch.
No, it's fine. I'm sure you guys will be fine, like totally, for sure. Okay, so where we last left off, you guys were in the old library, 20 feet away from the water. Carrick just summoned a spectral horse, which is large enough for all 3 of you to fit in, as 2 of you are pretty small, kind of. It's a big horse.
I'm a big boy.
Sized.
It's a big steed.
Woge's like saying he's a big boy, but he's just a fat goblin.
I'm just big boned.
Yeah, he is.
Alright, boys. So, you guys, do you want to start riding out into the sunset?
I want to be sneakier about it now because you're taking us to roll 20, motherfucker.
Don't worry about that. You don't know anything
Oh.
about it. You're fine.
I think our
Because we're
objective is
go-
just... Sorry, go for it.
No, you're good. You're good.
Plus, you're not the
I
one
was just gonna say.
driving the horse, so...
I think I was just about to say. I think for us, yeah, we want to be careful as players, but as characters, our characters, we just want to get up out of there as fast as possible because the demons are already starting to swarm. It's getting late.
Yep.
And I'm all out of spell slots.
That's a fucking shame, buddy.
Wait, I thought you drank a mana potion. No.
I drank the one that was able to give me back my spell slot to give you the polymorph to get us here.
That's
But that-
unfortunate.
Oh.
That really is unfortunate. Anyway.
I have all mine.
Okay, that's good. It's good for you,
We're gonna be blasting shit, bitch.
Nothing but cantrip life, baby. Let's do it.
I mean, if it works, it works. Okay, so you guys start heading out the way that you came in. Do you guys want to roll me a perception check of some kind?
The
Sure.
only perception check I know, which is a perception check.
Also using perception check because your bitch is wisdom based. I got
Do
a
you even-
23.
Oh, 20.
Haha. That's why words matter.
I got a 15. My
Nice.
perception is based off of smell.
Nice. Carrick, what did you roll?
All right, that's gonna be a 3, by the way, from me, plus whatever my perception bonus is.
It's 0.
Nice.
You have a 3.
0. Beautiful. I am completely oblivious.
He's focused on riding the horse and nothing else.
Yup.
So Carrick is looking down at the compass, which will always point north towards the camp. So that way you'll never get lost. As you guys are running, Milton and Wogue, I almost said Carrick, but nope, not Carrick. You are going to see that there is 3 crows following, as well as a... Where are my fucking notes? There it is. A red flaming winged creature with skin as hard as stone. This seems to resemble kind of like a gargoyle, but it is flying very fast towards you.
Okay, can I let me look at my character sheet again. I want to see if I can figure out what kind of creature it is. Detect what kind of if it wants to kill me.
I don't think it wants to kiss us.
I'm
I
also
don't
looking
know.
up stats for a warhorse to see how fast they run.
Okay, so I'm just gonna be like, guys, there's a thing in the sky and it wants us to die, I'm pretty sure, and it doesn't seem very friendly.
There are lots of
And-
things in the sky.
What is
That's
the...
coming closer than anything else in the sky, though. It's on our butt cheeks.
Okay, so
What-
just for info, the horse that you're riding on will have a standard speed of 60 feet.
Oh, dash that mofo. What is our our marching order on the horse? I know Carrick is riding, or is
So Carrick is
trolling
first,
Do
and
you
then
think
the rest
that
is
Woe
up to you.
So this just depends on what I do next. Is Wogue in the middle of the two of us, or is he on the back? Which is a question for Lindsay.
I can be on the back, because that way I can blast shit. Because let's be real,
Yeah,
I'm the
put the
one with spell slots.
squishy boy in the middle.
Yeah, we gotta protect our Milton. I've got a high, armor class, and I have a shield, and I'm I have spell slots, so.
Okay. Do you guys want to try to attack it, or just see if you can outrun it?
I think using my 6-second call out, Milton would turn around, see it, definitely have enough common sense to be like, that's not a bird, and then he's just gonna smack Carrick on the side of the hip and just be like, come on, move this thing faster.
You're choosing to pretty much just run away.
Well, attempting to go. I mean, I don't know how fast this thing is, but if it starts to close in, I mean, Milton already in action to. If it gets within, I don't know how far away it is right now, but if it gets within, let's say, if it gets within 120 feet of us, then Milton will cast a firebolt at it.
It is definitely going to be within 120 feet of you guys.
Oh. Well, if that's the case, after Milton slaps Carrick on the thigh, he's going to try to maneuver around. He's just going to say, "Whoa, duck!" And then he's just going to point his a couple of his fingers out in front of him over Wogue's head and try and do a firebolt.
Okay.
I proceed to duck.
I'm going to let you do this, and then we can roll initiative.
Also, I have a question. How many hit points do I currently have? Because it says I have 40 out of 72, and that doesn't seem accurate.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Really?
I don't think we took a long rest since the Koratari and whatnot.
Oh, shit. Alright, cool.
That's why Milton's out of spell slots.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, okay, cool.
So.
Let's roll.
Alright, Milton, roll your thing.
I got 15. 15 to hit.
15 to hit. You actually end up just completely missing.
Oh dear. Alright, then Milton just fires off a firebolt, sees that it goes wide. He just goes, God damn it. He doesn't have any bonus actions, so he just sits there and braces while looking at the thing.
Okay. Let's roll some initiative.
Let's go, baby. I got a 9. Yay! Huzzah!
12.
Oh my god. Derek beat me by 1 and I have a +7.
Oh my god.
What did I roll?
You rolled an 18 on the die, but your +1 is 19. I got an 18 when I had a
cool.
+7.
So, Carrick, you're going to be up first. Do you want to just keep dashing your horse, or do you want to actually do something?
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dash the horse and use my action to do so. However, wait, no, never mind. I can't do that. I can't, because if I'm gonna dash, that's an action, and I can't hold my action. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because I was gonna hold my action and then wait until the thing decided it wanted to attack one of them, and then I would throw up a protective sanctuary or something. But I'm pretty sure I gotta concentrate in order to do that. So never mind. I'm just gonna focus, use my action to dash, and then that'll be that.
As you dash, you can see this thing getting rather far away from you.
Huzzah! Turns out it's getting further away because we're about to run into a boss.
No. It's just that you are faster than this thing.
Heck yeah.
So, Milton, is there anything you want to do, or you just want to leave it up to Carrick?
If he's still within the 120 range, then Milton would just keep firing on the fire bolts to, even if it misses, just like suppressive fire.
Right. Okay. He would probably be much farther than he is now.
Okay.
So I don't think he's in that 120 range anymore. He is. Isn't that something?
Yeah, I'll try to shoot one more.
Okay, go ahead and...
It's 25 to hit.
25 hits, yeah.
10 points of fire damage.
All right, you see your flame hit him off into the distance, and it looks as if it was absorbed.
Okay, mental note for later. Not good.
Cool. Well, is there anything you want to do?
First of all, I would like to use my spirit totem, which is part of my Circle of the Shepherd skill.
Okay.
I will be casting Unicorn. This causes an advantage to checks on detecting creatures. It also means that all heal spells that I do add an extra 3 HP to allies, if I'm reading this correctly.
Okay. So you're gonna have a unicorn pretty much follow you guys?
Yeah, you guys now get a cool unicorn chasing after you.
Awesome. We love that.
He's like a badass, like the van kind of unicorn.
Okay, well, there's not much that this demon that's after you guys can really do on his turn. Even by dashing with his flight, he's still not going to catch up to you guys. So, pretty much you're just going to be able to outrun him.
If we can, we have to make sure we break line of sight, otherwise we're going to lead them right back to the base.
So, you guys can all roll a stealth check, I guess.
Does the horse roll?
No, I'm taking it so if 2 of you succeed, then all of you will succeed. I'm taking it majority.
I'm sorry, what would you like us to roll again?
Stealth.
Stealth. Okay, well, I have disadvantage on stealth.
That's okay, you just need Wogue and Milton to succeed.
Wait, hold on.
17.
17.
Ignore, if I rolled, ignore that. I'm going to roll now.
Trevor, I didn't say this because my earphones were messing up, but I used a bonus action to make the unicorn happen. Doesn't that mean that I can have like an actual attack? Because that was my plan.
I forgot it was a bonus action. Yeah, go ahead and do that.
Okay, so I want to use a... Let's see here.
I see that character rolled
spell
2 twos. That's awesome.
Called... I believe Guiding Bolt.
Guiding Bolt? Okay.
Because it has a range of 120 feet, and I have plus 7 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
I will be using a 2nd level spell slot. Check. Let me roll this sucker out and see how it lands. Do you want me to roll it on Hellforged Apocolypse, or do you just want me to roll it on my thing, my dice? Because I prefer my dice.
You can roll it however you want.
18 to hit.
18 will not hit, unfortunately.
That is... Oh, that's depressing. Fuck.
It looks as if it hits him, but his skin do be tough.
Shit. Alright. Damn it, I thought I had that.
Okay, so... Well, can you now roll a stealth?
Yeah, shit. I don't think that's one of his strong suits. It should be because of his mother, but it's not. Well, it's not the worst. I'm fucked. I got a 13.
Plus 3? Or total?
Total.
Total. Well...
I give you totals. I don't give you my beta. Shit.
That's unfortunate. So you unfortunately will not break line of sight of this thing, as it, you kind of look around and there's not much scenery other than a burnt up forest I mean, you can try to go into there, and then I will give you all advantage on your stealth rolls from there. But for the time being, it looks like you are just in a desolate wasteland of nothing.
Are we riding by or anywhere close to?
Tarek, no offense, but we should probably try to find some cover. Is there anything we can do to like kind of? Because this thing looks a little tricky.
Let me look. And I rolled to see if I could find cover.
Yeah, roll perception. Thomas, what were you
Okay.
asking?
I was just wondering if that town that we came in on, like on our way to the abandoned military outpost, is that anywhere geographically nearby that we would remember?
No.
Shit.
If anything, that was in the completely opposite direction of Waterdeep,
Excellent.
and also past the cave. So I mean, I guess you could go there, but
Okay.
Hold on. D20. Yes, please. Give me a D20. Yes. Wee! Yay!
what do we got?
We got a 5, broski.
You're still really focused on the fucking compass.
Oh, okay. I have something.
Jarek appears to not notice Woe telling him to look for cover.
Okay, so as part of me summoning my manifest mind or Keith Ledger, he what is it? Got a tiny object, blah 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 blah. It doesn't have a like a time limit that I can see here.
Mm-hmm.
So if Heath is hovering like adjacent to us as we're riding out, I think Milton will just shout to the spectral Keith and just go, "Keith, I need you to run interference. We got to get out of here." And Keith will be like, "All right, brother, you got it. I'll try and hold him off, but I am like a Jedi ghost. All right, here we go." What the hell's that? I don't know. Bye. He's just gonna fly upward towards it.
Okay. As you guys keep running, you're going to pretty much see that the demon is not going to be chasing you as much. Pretty much he will never catch up to you, so there's not really a point of him trying to go get you.
Understood.
So as you guys keep riding, you do come across something that looks like a bit of a lava flow.
Okay.
How wide is this? Like, is this like in our direct path, or?
It's in your direct path, and it seems to be flowing somewhat kind of like if you're going in a certain direction, it is going towards all of your rights.
Okay. So we will so in order to get back to the camp, are we going to have to find a way to traverse over this, or is this just like if we take a wide berth, it'll probably be okay, but it'll take longer?
You could probably take a wide berth, and it will probably be okay.
Okay. So yeah, if there's a break in the lava flow, Milton would point out to Carrick and be like, "There, head for there."
Okay. And he would listen.
You guys kind of see the break, but the lava flow seems to be moving as if it were a creature.
As if it's what?
like the way that looks.
Almost snake-like, if you will. And then from behind you, you will see the head of essentially a large snake creature.
Wait, is this thing been like coiling up?
Pretty much.
as we've been- Oh shit!
Kind of circling around you, you are going to find this snake that comes up, and it looks as if its skin is made out of molten lava or fire. Fire is definitely coming off of it, and it looks at you with like a hungry look, and it hisses. And it's time to roll initiative.
Oh,
Mm.
damn it!
Got a 10.
literally. Oh, it's right here.
Anxiety-driven Milton has a 17. Or sorry, 19.
Dude,
Oh boy.
nice.
All right, let me
Anxiety
roll.
really has a step in his step.
That is a giant serpent. Okay. All right. Yes.
Yeah, it do be a huge creature.
Oh wait, hold on. Disable. I gotta add a +1 to this bad boy. Never mind. It don't even matter. 1 + 1 equals 2.
All right. I thought I was gonna go last. Turns out Carrick's gonna go last. Milton, you are up first. What do you do?
Okay, let's see here. Giant lava serpent coming out from here. Is it coiled in a way that like like
You have a bit of leeway to leave. It's just it started coiling kind of around you to kind of spook you and get the drop on you, but it is kind of slow, so it didn't work out very well.
Okay, I was gonna say Milton also has the alert feat, so he cannot be surprised as well as he's conscious.
Okay, then yeah, you pretty much would see that coming.
So I think just kind of really quickly anxiety based, just calculations going off in his head, just being okay, this thing's made of fire, it's probably not going to work. What else do I have? We'll try this. And he's going to cast Mind Sliver. It's another cantrip. He needs to make an intelligence saving throw, DC 15, or take 2d6
He's not very
psychic.
good at that. But let's see.
And it has to subtract 1d4 from the next saving throw it makes before the end of my next turn.
Okay. Let me see just how good it does. Well, I got a 4.
Right, let's see. That's going to be 5 psychic damage to it. And
5
next-
psychic damage.
Yeah, next saving throw makes it minuses a d4. Milton is just flipping through his book real quick, looking at something, and just kind of like puts his fingers to his head for a moment and just kind of like flicks outward towards the snake, and like a little bolt of like, it's almost kind of like a bit of a sonic boom-esque kind of thing, except it kind of comes out in a serpentine wave, no pun intended.
Mm-hmm. And you will see this thing kind of recoil and hiss at you guys, before then looking at you and in a very deep, sort of hissy tone, you will kind of hear it speak and just go, "I'm going to enjoy slurping the marrow from your bones."
The
It's
fucking
not even
snake
how you
can
need us,
talk!
though. You just swallow us whole, you stupid bitch.
I like to savor.
That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard. Your mouth is the size
You're
of
a
my
fucking
like.
religious goblin. Why don't you get off my ass?
Oh my god, oh my god.
You know what? That's fair. I'll shut up.
Yeah, that's what I thought, bitch. When it's my
Anyway, I'm
turn,
gonna kick your ass
when
now.
it's
Hi.
my turn, ooh, I'm gonna get you. Okay.
Can I,
Smack talk before the fight.
can I spend any of my... man, we're on the horse. I can't do anything with my movement. I don't have any bonus. I'm tapped out. Gonna be leaning on you guys for this.
I'm pretty souped up, so we should be okay. I've got lots of healing spells. I've got lots of
You do got a supreme potion.
for an emergency. Yeah. So like, if we got it, we got it, bro.
Oh
Live to fight
dear.
another day.
Milton has full health, but he's just
But no
I do not.
spells.
no spells. I'm a paperweight.
You
I'm
guys get him.
banking on my
I'll
arm.
make sure this horse doesn't go anywhere. So is Milton, is that all you can do this turn?
Yeah, I'm looking at my bonus actions. It doesn't seem like I've got much in the tank here. Everything else is abilities that are not really for a situation like this. So that's me.
Cool.
I use 1 foot of my movement speed to scoot closer to Carrick.
Oh,
Nice.
who's all?
That would be Wogue next.
Boys. So we still got our fucking unicorn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bitchin'. If I got the unicorn, ain't nothing gonna slow me down, bitch. Alright, hold up, let me look at my shit.
Let me do that. I'm gonna turn on the light real quick because I can't. Or actually, I'll just open the window. Fucking dumbass.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna smack him with a second level spell, just to size him up a little bit, see what we're dealing with. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do another guiding bolt. You know, fucking keep it simple.
All right. Fucking get him.
That's a 22 to hit.
22
like-
will hit. 100%.
All right, that's 5d6 radiant damage, bitch.
5d6 radiant damage. All right, roll the damage.
All right, I'm rolling it out individually by each d6 with my
Cool.
fucking sexy dice because that's how I roll, and you're gonna deal with it.
No, that's fine.
I know I'm just being sassy. 5, 8.
You are.
That's 25 damage
Okay,
of
so-
radiant damage.
Is there anything else you can do your turn? As this creature recoils back from the pain.
Say, that's what you get for being factually inaccurate, you stupid, overgrown snake bitch.
Not gonna lie, bro, that's pretty hurtful. Like, dude, I'm just trying to eat. I don't know what you want from me.
Bitch, I'm just trying to, like, live.
Shut the
Some
fuck
up
up,
on
I didn't
later.
ask you.
Eric, can't this thing go any faster? He's keeping up
I have
with the fucking
avocados.
conversation.
Anyway. If that's all you can do this turn, Carrick, it's yours.
Okay. Excellent. I will use the move I cannot see. Which is, how close am I to this thing? I'm like, what? 20 feet away?
You are 20 feet away, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Go.
You know,
Go.
can I roll an insight check to see if it's possible to reason with this being?
Sure. Are you good at insight?
Okay. No, but I'm gonna try anyway. We're gonna see how insightful Carrick is in a hot second.
Milton and Wogue are firing things off at this snake, and Carrick's like, maybe he's not all bad.
No, Carrick isn't about not like that. Carrick just wants to see if he can somehow barter with this snake to somehow get past or distract it long enough that we can get away from it. That's what he wants to do right now.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, roll an insight. It's +0, so whatever you get.
I'll even give you the help action so you can have advantage on the. I just want to see where it goes.
Ooh, okay. Hold on one sec. Unfortunately, it looks like it doesn't want to work on here, so I'm going to do this. Okay, got a 10.
Nice. Roll again.
Awesome. 17.
17. No.
Okay, not able to be reasoned with this thing.
Mm.
Okay, he's
Gotta
gonna
kill it,
brandish. Yeah, I know. So we still have the steed. Did we hop off the steed, or are we still on
Nope,
the steed?
you guys are all still on the steed in a straight line. If one big unhinged jog and just.
So you're saying if we try to run, that thing's just gonna snap its head and eat us?
I'm saying there's a potential of that happening. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Well, can you check for me and see if I have any ranged spells before I use Brandling Smite? Wait, Brandling Smite's fire. Never mind. It's like a fire snake. Why would
I don't think you do, buddy.
Okay. What about?
Radiant, bro.
I know. He has a radiant one. He has a radiant smite. I forgot what it's called though. Can you see what it?
Divine Smite?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, you need to hit
I'm gonna
it
use-
with a sword.
Yes, sir. I have a sword.
It's gonna backflip off of the horse.
You know what? Bet. I'm gonna do that. I'm
Awesome.
gonna roll performance.
Do it. I feel like you should
Okay.
have rolled acrobatics, but you know, this works.
Oh, if you want me to roll acrobatics, I can roll acrobatics.
Do that, yeah, for sure.
Okay, bet.
But if you want
18.
18? That's pretty good. Yeah, you do a pretty good backflip.
Huzzah!
Especially since
Pretty
that's
good
+4.
backflip.
Nice.
Eating shit,
Heck yeah.
Carrot.
And then he's gonna use Divine Smite
Okay.
and whack this bad boy.
Roll to hit, buddy.
I bet. what's my hit plus thingy? Well, I'm just gonna roll and tell you anyway. Got a 6. So yeah.
With your
And then-
warhammer, or wait, you have a warhammer or a sword?
I have my warhammer equipped at the moment.
Oh,
I have a warhammer and my shield equipped.
Okay, so that's a 6
Yes, sir.
plus 7. I don't think that's gonna do it, buddy.
Okay, never mind. All right, I'm gonna use my second attack now to do it again and burn another spell slot because
That's rough.
fun. All right, 18.
18 does hit.
Awesome. And divine smite, baby. So warhammer damage is 1d8. Am I missed it right or no? Is it
1d8 plus 4. 1d10 if you're using both hands, but you're not.
I'm not. I have a shield. So 1d8 plus 4. Gonna roll a d8 real quick. And then plus 4. That's gonna be 7 plus 4 is 11. And then what about the divine smite? How much does that add? Bet. All right, so I have 11 right now. And then I'm gonna roll 2d8 at the moment and see what it comes out to.
Cool.
12. 11 plus 12, 23.
23? I'm going to
Budgeting,
count
and then-
this as magical weapon because you imbued it with divine energy.
Ooh.
So you will see it recoil back in as you smash down on this lava boy. And he's gonna go, you know what, fuck you, bitch. And he's gonna try and wrap you. I need you to roll a strength save.
Excellent. 25.
25. Yeah, so you can actually resist the grapple effect, but it still kind of starts wrapping around you. You're not going to take any damage. And then it's going to try and bite you.
Ooh.
14 does not hit you, so you will raise up your shield to that and just fucking take it, I guess.
Yes, sir.
And now we go back to Milton.
Okay, absolutely. So in this bullet time, each turn being about like 6 seconds, Milton sees that Carrick looks behind him, just dives off the horse, skids to a stop, and starts fighting the snake. Milton looks back to where the horse's reins are, and then back at Wolf, and back at Carrick, and just goes, "I don't know how to fucking ride this thing." And then he's just going to be like, "Oh gods, why does everybody want to fight?" And he's going to reach into his pack and pop a normal potion of mana, or our homebrew mana potions.
Pick epic.
And in order to expedite things, I did the roll. I got an 8 total, so I'm divvying that up between up to 3rd level spell slots. And so I'm grabbing 1/3, 1 second, and 3 firsts.
Nice. That's what we like to see.
And Milton is going to... So I imagine this horse has kept going because nobody's pulled the reins or told it to stop. How far away am I from Carrick?
If the horse kept going, then both of you would be very far away. I think about 60 feet.
Okay, that's actually perfect. If I see him begin to get coiled up by the snake, Milton is going to use his 2nd level spell slot. And as he does this, for the verbal component, he's going to shout out to Carrick, and he's just going to go, "Carrick, for the love of the gods, please trust me and let this happen!" And he's going to cast Vortex Warp on him, and he's going to have him get back onto the horse.
Cool.
Normally, it's a con save 15, unless if you choose to fail.
All right. Carrick, do you choose to fail?
No. I'm just kidding, yeah.
So, yeah, you will be able to be vortex warped back onto the horse.
As this goes on, so that's my action, my bonus action, I believe, to drink the potion. How are we nearing the portion of the snake body that we would have to, like, possibly vault over, or...
No,
avoid?
it's pretty much, at that point, it's all the way around behind you now.
Okay, so it coiled up and now the whole body's behind us?
Yes.
Okay. If we have a straight shot, then I would just be like, don't ever leave the horse again. I don't know how to ride this thing. Get us the hell out of here! And Milton's just going to, now that he has a little bit of juice in his tank, he's just going to stare at the snake and just be ready to potentially do something about if he decides to do something.
Okay. So, Wogue, it would be your turn.
I'm going to do. Wait, what? Hello?
Hi,
You can hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay. I thought it wasn't working. Okay. So I'm gonna do what I know I should be doing, and that's beating some ass and smoking some grass. I'm gonna smack this bitch.
And sledding fast.
That's right. All right. Let's see here. But I'm gonna like kind of be a bitch about it. Let's see. Is Sacred
Obviously.
Flame? Is Sacred Flame Radiant? Yes, it is. Okay, I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame cantrip.
Okay.
Do I need to roll to hit? How does this
I
work?
think it's a save. If you look at the spell, if you click on the name of it, it tells you.
Yeah, the deck save is 15. So can you beat it, boy?
I believe so. Let me see. I got exactly a 15.
Does that mean you win?
Yes.
Oh, that's sad. Let's see if I have any cool bonus
So-
actions I can.
You shoot this flame at it, and it just kind of coils around the flame, and it looks really cool because it's like it shoots straight through the circle that it made with its body. But
Okay, so I'm thinking about doing a stretch.
what kind of
and I wanna
stretch are you
see-
talking about?
Well, as a small creature, I have the ability of nimble escape. I also have animal handling, +4. Would you
Okay.
let me make a roll to where I can just Jesus take the wheel this shit, and maybe use like a bonus with the fact that I'm using nimble escape to just fucking haul ass, or is that too much of a bitch move?
You're on the horse. Are you jumping off the horse to attack it? What is happening?
No, I'm just wondering if I can use that to maybe try and escape with the horse. Everybody,
I'm gonna
zoom.
say no to that because that's a huge horse.
That's true. Fair enough. I was just wondering because I'm being
Good
dumb.
thinking
Okay,
though. I
in that
applaud
case-
your creativity, but no.
Hey man, I'm just trying to use the nimble escape thing for once for something good. Okay. Well, in that case,
Other than running away.
that's it.
Cool. Carrick, your turn.
So are we? Okay. So we're busy trying to get away from this thing, right?
Correct.
All right. And there's no direct alley of escape. We just gotta try and makeshift our escape out of there.
Pretty much.
Okay, great. Okay. So how? Well, it's a steed. Horses jump. How thick is this thing's tail? Like, how tall is it?
It's behind you. Completely now.
Yeah, how tall is its tail? Is what I'm saying.
Well, no, so we don't have to jump the tail because the whole body is behind us now. In order for it to keep pace with us, it whipped its tail around, and now it's like doing its fast snaky boy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so does it have us completely surrounded in a circle with its main body behind us? Okay, well, I'm gonna aim for the portion that doesn't have us wrapped yet.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, let me see what reactions I have real quick. I don't think I have any spells that are direct. So let me see if I can cast something in the meantime to kind of make sure that doesn't happen. Okay. Can I ward the horse with Sanctuary?
Sure. Why not? That sounds pretty cool, actually.
Awesome.
Very smart idea.
That way it is if it fails on a saving throw, a wisdom of 14, it is forced to redirect its attack towards one of us.
Yeah, it's not a
And
wise
then-
creature, so don't worry about it.
Okay, sweet. It's Sanctuary is a bonus action, so I'm gonna still have my action, but in the meantime, I'm gonna cast Sanctuary.
Mm-hmm.
So I am going to do that on the horse and make sure the horse is well protected. And
Is there anything else you can do, or?
yes, that was simply a bonus action. That is a spell slot down.
So as you guys are running, you notice that you are just a smidge faster than the snaky boy.
Excellent. Oh, as an action. Okay, as my action, I'm gonna dash.
Awesome. Then you guys are going to be able to pretty much leave this thing behind.
Awesome.
So,
So this is a game of Mario Kart, bitches.
Pretty much.
Practically.
Its speed was like 10 feet under the horses, so it's not going to catch up.
Oh yeah. It's gonna slow there fast though. It's gonna be like, woo.
Well,
Every one of its turns dashing, it'll just be 10 feet behind us.
Oh, that's true.
yeah, but it's not gonna do that. It's no
Too
use.
much work for it to make thanks.
Exactly.
I love lazy demons.
Why go after that when you have more food that could probably be nearby instead?
I like hurt its feelings, so it's like, you know
Yeah,
what?
it's gotta take an action to cry first, and then at that point, then it's just gonna be,
The snake holds up its rattle like a middle finger.
yeah, fuck you guys.
Nah, fuck you.
I bet you guys taste bad anyway. Well, you will notice that those 3 crows are still following you, somewhat off into the distance. You're the only one that will notice it, though.
Ayo, Milton.
Yeah. I think at this point, if we're just full on riding on the horse, Milton's kind of like getting jostled a bit. He doesn't ride animals, and so he's just like, "What? What? Oh God! What is it?"
Wogue kind of like takes a hand onto his back and just kind of like easily steadies him because Wogue was like raised on the fucking sea and also was a druid, so like he's like used to this shit. And then he just points behind him and he's like, "So like, do you see the crows? I don't really know how to feel about that, but it doesn't seem good. I think we're being watched."
Well, considering that we just got done running away from some sort of demonic presence along with a giant lava snake, I think it's safe to assume somebody's definitely watching us.
Should I try blasting them out of the sky?
How far away are they? I can't. Oh God, my glasses keep getting tilted.
Let me look. Are they within 120 feet?
They look pretty high up, so it's kind of hard to say.
Well, I'm gonna throw a cantrip up there and see if it slaps anything around.
Alright, you can roll with disadvantage. How about that?
I'll do that. Alright, let me look for a cantrip. Well, oh, I can't do a cantrip if it requires a roll, though. So it'd have to be a spell. Right?
What do you mean?
What cantrip are you casting?
Well, they require saves, right? Like Sacred Flame and Word of Radiance both require saves.
Yeah, you can do that if it's within the range.
Oh yeah, the range is gonna be too low. So let's see here. Then I'm gonna have to do Guiding Bolt, my bread and butter, which is a 120 feet away shenanigan.
Yeah,
so
just roll
gonna
with disadvantage.
Yeah. So the only thing that has to
Already
do
lost.
with
I already lost. Ah! Oh yeah. Don't even worry about it. Forget I did anything. Forget I said anything. It's over.
Yeah,
Wasted a fucking spell slot.
you fucking miss, and they don't seem to do anything. I guess they kind of changed course a little bit, because you kind of spooked
I
them,
got a freaking 12, dude. Jesus, at least I used my like freaking. Oh, I used a first level spell last time, not a second. Good.
it's a bird. Does a 12 hit?
No, actually.
Oh fuck. Dexter's bastards.
So you actually notice that they kind of scatter a bit more, as if you kind of spooked them off a little bit. But within no time, you are back at the cave.
Well, if these birds are within, like, if once the horse starts to slow down, Milton gets his bearing. If he still sees that these birds are coming, once we're like within eyesight of the cave, Milton would pull back on Milton would try to reach and grab the reins from Carrick and like kind of pull back to have the horse like ease up.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Because
if
he
we're that
doesn't-
close to the cave, I want to stop them.
Well, no, I mean, like, it's another, like... Because as you notice, they kind of, like, scattered off a bit. Right?
So
But do they still have visual on us?
Roll perception.
Right. Can someone else roll, please? I got a 13.
I just did. I got a 14.
My passive perception is higher than this. I hate it when that happens. Oh.
I matched my passive, but
You guys don't see him, no.
all right. Well, at least it doesn't appear as though we have any prying eyes on us. I think that we should just get inside before anything else happens and just barricade the cave. A barricade? I don't really know how this works, but I just want to go. I'm tired.
We'll let everyone know about the.
So, it probably takes you about an hour total to get from Waterdeep to the cave. Within this time, I guess you could take a short rest if you wanted. I mean, you'd have about 30 minutes after all that shenanigans to take a short rest on the horse if you wanted. But unnecessary for the rest of the session if we're being meta about it. And
Yeah, I think we just need to do a long rest.
So you guys head back, and as you are greeted by the white and black spotted tabaxi, she looks very excited to see that you're back, and then her smile quickly fades, and she kind of looks at you and goes, "Where's the horses?"
The horses are back at Waterdeep. I'm sure they'll be fine.
You can see her entire demeanor, her ears and her tail both fall, pretty much. And she just walks away.
Yeah, whatever. I'm not. It's a couple of horses. I'm sure that they're. I mean, wild animals. They've got. It's whatever.
Listen, don't be stupid.
It's horses. I'm not having this discussion. I'm going inside.
Should have raised them from
I'm
birth.
just saying that's a resource. It's not just because they're animals. It's also because we need them.
As you guys enter the cave, you do hear a scout kind of shout, "They're back!"
Shit.
So within probably about 5 minutes, you're going to be greeted by Andiris.
Milton is brushing off and using prestidigitation to clean himself up from any remnants of dirt, mud, debris, anything that had come off of singed robes.
My first question for all three of you: were you followed?
Potentially. There were some crows. I thought I scared them off. Neither me or Milton saw them, but we can't be sure.
Oh god, followed was probably the understatement of this apocalypse. First off, we had some sort of demon
Okay,
thing.
I'm going to stop you right there, because I have more questions.
Heard.
And you know what? No. I'm not going to ask those right now. I did specifically tell you that one day towards sunset was all you had. I'm glad that you're back. I was worried that you died, which would have sucked. In any case, I would like to speak with each of you separately.
Fine.
So, whoever wishes to go first, I would like to see you in my tent.
Sounds good to me. Let's get this over with. Unless anybody else wants to go first.
Within
I don't want to take a
the next 5 minutes. And she gives you a sweet and kind smile.
Great.
But her stance is very assertive.
Excellent.
Am I going first? Is that okay?
Sure, if you want to go first, yeah.
Yes.
Alright, Wogue's doing it. Smelly and stinky. He wants to get it over with.
Okay. You walk in to this tent, and surprisingly, it's a very nice tent. There are a lot of depictions of, all of her personal things kind of have a web design on it. She looks like she has a pet spider in there. And she has a lot of blades for one woman inside of a tent. An alarming amount of blades of all shapes and sizes. There's also a leather-bound book right next to her bedroll. And she kind of sits at what would be pretty much a makeshift desk. And she motions across, which would also be a makeshift chair. And she says, "Please have a seat."
Thank you. Wogue kind of sits on this little dusty old cushion, and as he falls into it, he goes, "Oh," and dust puffs out of it.
It's not comfortable at all. We found it here.
Yeah, it's all right. Not much is comfortable these days. So what are your questions, ma'am?
Well, I like to have a bit of a one-on-one with each of my scouts that go out. when they come back, especially if they come back later than expected. I like to personally see, having them one by one so that they don't all try to make a story. I want to hear their own words. I want to be able to basically have, what's the word I'm looking for?
It's nothing like I understand what you're doing, and that's why I wanted to go first, is because I don't really have any reason to lie to you.
I noticed you are down a member.
Mm-hmm.
I have to ask, was there trouble?
Not in the way you'd expect. So we actually landed at Candlekeep after Waterdeep, and we actually got a lot of materials in our bags.
Well, at least there's that. That's good to know.
A lot of valuable.
Was there any trouble in Candlekeep?
Well, yeah. So there was a sealed door, and Koratari, our party member, became very erratic. We noticed strange behavior. We also noticed notes throughout Candlekeep, speaking of a woman of a high-ranking military status from Raz. I don't remember the rest of the name, but the demons, a demon general, and we also noticed a body there, several bodies, but and they had died recently, but the freshest one was a clone or husk. It's hard to say. It seems like it was once a human. Once a servant of Candlekeep, transformed into a vector for this demon general. So a personality transfigured. This personality matches with the personality, according to the readings that I see, or of people who died protecting this person, of the soul or person that we were traveling with. But the one that we were dealing with that was transfixed by this strange husk was not her. Seemed more like an aggressive being. But it was fixated on it. And Milton thought that it was kind of an abomination because it was already dead. It had tubes asphyxiated to it of magic, and it just ceased to be. The magic dissipated. It just broke. Or I don't know if Milton was in that room. So and he locked it before I had a chance to even say the right, so I was pretty pissed. But he knew that I'd be upset by it, so she passed, the husk passed, and now I don't know what that means for us. I don't know if that means that the general is now awakened or what. But Koratari left prior to this. The Koratari you know and I know. Took 5 bottles of whiskey, said, I need to figure something out, and just left to nothingness. And then we found the husk without her seeking it anymore. So I think maybe that's a good sign. But we might be in trouble. And also we lost the horses. I was so fixated on surviving that I lost the horses.
Don't worry about the horses. She'll get over it eventually. I'll care to her. With Koratari, you said that she needed to figure things out?
Yes.
I kind of got that she didn't have everything figured out. I'll have some people look for her and keep an eye on her, if that will ease your mind, at the very least.
I'm going to be honest. I would proceed with extreme caution with that. If you spot her and she
do.
Okay, because I don't know who she is right now.
My main concern, and I don't think it will ever happen, but my main concern, it's not really mine, come to think of it, it's more Jenna's, and a little bit Malel, but mostly Jenna's. They're going to be worried that she's going to give information away. So that's the main reason I'm going to send them out, but I don't think she will.
I don't think that the way that she is will allow that, if I'm being honest, because the two pieces that affect her have no knowledge of each other. So knowledge will not be transferred between the two based on what I've seen. It's like they possess the body. They don't share the body. So I don't think, because like I've seen her other side and it doesn't know anything that's going on, and I've seen her real side and it doesn't really know the other
I
side
want to
at all.
ask you 2 more questions.
Yes.
And she seems to kind of lean forward on this makeshift desk, putting her hands to her temple, kind of. Give me your thoughts on Carrick and his performance out there.
Eric sneezes.
Outside we hear it and he's like, huge deep sneeze. Carrick?
A dad sneeze, it echoes throughout the entire cave.
What do you mean
Sorry.
his performance? What does... He saved my
I want-
ass a couple times. I don't know.
Well, how would you describe him as a partner?
Reliable and helpful.
That's good. What about Milton? You said that you had a bit of a disagreement in there.
Milton and I have different value systems, but I respect him. And I respect his logic. I think we come to the same conclusions, but we have different priorities.
Do you remember anything from the dungeon that I sent you to?
No?
That's fine.
Why?
Just trying to grab performance, that's all. Performance reviews type of thing.
What are you...
Thank you for your time, love. You can send the next one in.
Is that a test? Well, whatever. I don't really... I'm...
Go get some sleep.
If it was a test, test me another time. Have a great day. Thank you very much for your time. And Wogue bows very deeply and says, I will send the next one.
She gives you a courteous bow as well. Not really expecting you to bow, because she's not royalty, but she gives you a bow as well.
I don't know. Bye.
Who
Then
wants
Wogue
to come
gets like
in
scurried
next?
out. He's tired.
Who wants to come in next?
Whoever
I
wants to
will
go in there and
gladly.
deal with their cryptic bullshit, go ahead, bye.
Cryptic? Okay.
That means shifty or weird or spooky or magical. Don't deal with it, don't worry about it.
Okay. Carrick wanders into the tent.
Carrick, please have a seat.
Okay.
I'm going to ask
Sits
you a
in
few
the chair.
questions. Do you bring your own chair that you brought?
He
from
did.
Camp? You just whip it out.
Sir. He just whips it out and sits in it because it's the only chair that'll fit him.
Just... First of all, I
Oh,
want you
yeah,
to
I brought this.
That's fine. Take what you want. It's the end of the world. I couldn't care less. I want you to tell me, in your own words, what happened.
Well,
Starting from
We
when you
went
got
to-
to Waterdeep.
yes. We went to Waterdeep, and in Waterdeep, we found a lot of supplies, surprisingly. Found a lot of food and medicine, and he takes out his bag of holding and just brings out samples of each to show her. Like these. And then we also found a tiny little annoying goblin that tried to chase us around. Not
Was
really
there-
sure what happened to him.
Wasn't any trouble, I would hope.
Oh, no, not at all. He was more entertaining than anything, I would say.
Hmm.
And then from there, we decided to go to Camblekeep because it was in the distance. So we got on a boat, and I just rowed us there. We got there. We went in there. Had to fend off against a few of the statues that activated because we weren't
Statues.
careful.
Can I-
Yes.
How did you solve that problem?
We didn't. Anything we tried to use against them didn't work.
I'm not
So we just ran around.
crazy familiar with Candlekeep, love.
So I'm actually kind of surprised we didn't die.
How
Because
did-
I think we
how
came
did you
close a
manage to
couple
survive,
times.
then?
That is an excellent question. I do not remember. It was just a bunch of teamwork, honestly.
Okay,
We just
well,
kept helping each other out. Eventually got around them. Quickly went into a different room before it could chase us down and absolutely destroy us.
Tell me what happened with Koratari.
Well, we were booze buddies, and then she left, and I don't know why. She seemed very conflicted with something. So,
Kind of gathered that impression myself when I first met her.
yeah, I'm not really sure where she went, but I'm sure she'll figure things out.
Can you do me a favor, Carrick?
Yes.
Look me in the eyes.
Okay. He looks into her eyes very intensely.
She kind of squints at you and smiles, and then she says, "Thank you."
Okay.
I must say, what do you think of your party members?
Woe's a nice little fellow. Very nice, very religious. Definitely very helpful, cares about us.
Would you be able to respect the religious aspect, being a paladin?
Oh, of course. I follow home.
I, for one, have never really been much for religion. Different cultures, I suppose.
This is true. I come from the mountains where we have basically nothing but religion. So that's what
come
I
from
have
inside
been
the
taught
mountains.
since.
Isn't that crazy?
That is.
Anyway,
And then he has just a little hearty chuckle.
What do you think about Milton?
Milton? He's the smart one. He's a smart fellow. He loves to read books. Books are great. He loves to read. He has lots of knowledge, and he likes to obtain more knowledge, which I think would be for the benefit for everybody.
Okay. And Carrick, how old did you say you were?
Rolls of wisdom.
That is an excellent question.
Because I don't
Okay.
remember.
Hold on. Okay, I thought he was 24. Never mind, he's 26. Okay, he's gonna look at her. He's gonna be like, "I'm 26."
You're well experienced then.
Indeed, I have had my fair share
I can tell.
of
You're battle ridden. Devout.
this.
Whatever happened to your tribe that you were with?
Honestly, the last time I saw them was wanted to say a year and a half ago. No. 4 years ago. They were in the mountains, and I left to go pursue my own life. And, well, since the whole apocalypse has happened, I haven't had the time to go see them. I was worried about making sure everyone I was with in my group survived, and I led them here.
I'm sure they applaud you for that. You're very kind-hearted. I respect that about you.
Well, thank you.
You're a good soul.
I just try to do my best.
That's all anyone really can do. Now, I think that's all I need from you. If you'd like to send Milton in.
Okay. And then he'll get up and grab his chair, but before he leaves, he turns around and he'll ask her a question. Where would you like me to place all the supplies?
Depending on the supplies, maybe get with Malel on that.
Okay. He gives a nod, and then he walks out. He'll go find Milton, and then he'll walk up to Milton and be like, "Hey, Milton, it's your turn."
Oh, excellent. Alrighty then. Milton straightens his glasses. Just kind of straightens up a little bit and gets a deep sigh and proceeds to walk back.
So when you walk in, she is no longer sitting. She has her back turned and is looking at what would look like a spidered pin. This whole tent is very dark and physically, like it's mostly black and grays, with hints of red. Milton, if you could have a seat for me.
Yeah, right. Of course, yes. And right before Milton goes to sit in the closest seat, He looks at it for a moment, sees the dust and everything, and just casts prestidigitation on it and clean it up before he sits. And then as he sits, a wave of dust from inside the cushion comes out and just goes.
Seems like you've had quite the day today. And yesterday as well.
It's been better. Can I ask what this is about? Are we in trouble? We do something?
Nah, no trouble. I like to get a feel after each big mission like this, especially when they come later than expected. I'm sure you understand. You're quite smart.
That's what she said.
What?
Damn it, Carrick, you had your turn. Go away. Shouts outside the tent.
She puts the pin down on like a little makeshift shelf and turns to you and sits down. I'd like you to tell me what happened, starting from the moment you arrived at Waterdeep.
Oh, right. Well, Waterdeep. After we made way to Waterdeep, we arrived on the horses that you all provided. We got to the front gate, which was, I guess, since the time that I've been there, had been modified in a way with some, at first glance, would have been some sort of arcane riddle system or something of the nature, easily thwarted by myself and the others. No difficulties to imagine. Then once we were able to get through the front door, there was a goblin by the name of, I think, Willie. And I assume he was named that due to the fact that he was creating moments of public indecency towards everyone who would look up towards him. It was a horrible angle. I digress. Once we arrived there, he had a sort of infantile trial system for us, which involved arcane traps in the form of additional riddles. We had solved those, gotten to the last, main event. We fought a large beast known as Taxes, and then once we were able to pass through, I honestly grew tired of all the shenanigans, and so I simply warped him down to where we were and persuaded him to take us inside without any additional shenanigans. We arrived at Candlekeep, Carrick and Koratari, and as he says Koratari, kind of like takes a beat and gulps, kind of looks down to the left a bit, then proceeds back on tempo, and he just goes, they proceeded to do their supply run. I went to investigate the library. Unfortunately, due to the idiotic tendencies of said goblin, most, if not all, of the literature there was destroyed.
I'm sorry to hear that, Milton. I know it means a lot to you to have those intact.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much my entire lifestyle up to this point. I digress. Once again, anyway. So, after we had gotten done loading up on all of the supplies that we could from Waterdeep, we decided that, I mentioned that if there was anything that might have the opportunity to give us the upper hand, it would be the institution of Candlekeep. And so Carrick, with his honestly very surprising amount of strength and dexterity, he was able to single-handedly kick the boat at a very interesting velocity to get us there in what would normally be half the time. We arrived at the gates of Candlekeep. There were bodies of miscellaneous-looking, I can only assume, demons and hellspawn all around, along with some of the innocent. We had approached the main building of Candlekeep, that being those of the archives of the arcane. We had opened the door, tried to look around. Then at that point, a couple of I could only imagine from the previous proprietors of Candlekeep had activated a couple of arcane golems, one of which looked like to be a warrior, the other one to be a wizard. Stop me if you've heard this one. Luckily, through a lot of lucky moments, I was able to deactivate the golems by warping them outside of the perimeter of which the spell and arcane sigils were provided. They had a key on them. We searched around. I got as much of the essentials that I could think of at the moment of the time. Carrick fell asleep in a chair. We went up to the top floor of said staircase, and there was a door. There was a door that whoever was in charge of keeping something locked up did a pretty damn good job at it. There were an immense amount of arcane sigils and locks. And I was all for not opening it because being able to recognize that amount of abjuration and enchantments, it was not something that we were supposed to open. Koratari and Wogue, as I went to go and begin searching the different sections of the library, of those of arcane-like nature and otherwise, to be able to potentially get us some arcane artillery, if you will, and to preserve what I could. We came across a lot of additional bodies. Many of those, with their dying breaths, decided to try and portray the story of what had happened there as much as they could before their last moments. And as he's saying this, he's pulling out each individual note that he found, and he's kind of laying them in the chronological order he found them. And that is when it happened. I should also, not so it's not redacted from the record, I was physically assaulted by Koratari when I had given pushback to the idea of wanting to open the door. Koratari had some sort of look in her eye. Their eyes began to glow red, and she physically assaulted me, pushed me up against the wall, and said that she was going to, and I quote, kill me like she killed everyone there.
I see.
Now, that being said, I am nothing if not a scribe that recollects events in the way that they had happened to the best of my ability, to the most factual.
I was about to say, you have a impeccable memory. No one else has gone into such detail.
Well, that is to be expected, but
So these statues you mentioned, you were the cause of getting rid of them.
I don't want to downplay my fellow, squad members. I don't know terminology here, but
Usually called the party members, but to each their own.
To the fellow members of the group I was in, everybody did do their part. Carrick was the only thing keeping them away from us, along with Wogue, as our two, what I could only imagine you would refer to as frontliners. Koratari, this was previous to the door, mind you, and the outburst, but Koratari did provide much assistance in that matter. And I just, knowing what I know about how normally simulacrums of that variety, to include golems, usually have some sort of triggering phrase or action that activates them, something of this nature would have only been able to happen within some sort of distance. And considering that they were activated once we had interacted with the main administration desk, I figured the only way to get them deactivated was to get them outside of the radius.
As you talk, you kind of notice a smile form on her face.
Milton just kind of like looks up for a moment because he's been staring downward as if like if you're trying to recollect something, you just kind of stare
Right.
forward. And so he just looks up for a minute and just kind of like double takes and then keeps looking down and proceeding. He just goes, and so yes. Fast forwarding a bit, not trying to take up too much of your time, but this is what you asked, so I don't feel bad. That being said, there is a lot, and if you take a look at these notes, they will fill you in as I try to do a Scribe's Digest version of it. Against my better judgment and wishes, the others.
She does kind of look through the notes as you talk.
Yes, the others did end up somehow being able to open the door. And there was an interesting sight. And like Milton's kind of visibly shaking, as if he were like a kid going to the principal's office, kind of shaking. And he goes, There was a second Koratari. Now, something I should mention is that the original Koratari, who had said outburst towards me, seemed
She had
to
already
have...
left at that point.
So you have been informed.
Bits and pieces. Nowhere as detailed as previously mentioned.
Indeed. She had left, saying something along the lines of, quote, I need to figure some stuff out. And I had just being assaulted from her, didn't really want to speak up because that just means the crazy person was farther away from me.
Ask you a question. A couple, actually. First off, what are your theories on the Koratari that you found?
Well, based off of I could only assume arcane fixtures of a artificial life support system, most likely done by either some of the higher ups that are mentioned in these notes, which baffle me. That's a conversation for another time.
So do you know what the she looks at one of the notes, the SSS is? Because I have not heard of anything regarding this.
I do not.
Okay. Well, I just had to ask.
All right. I was gonna see if I had to make a roll or something.
About what?
I don't know. Persuasion, deception. I don't know.
Well, are you trying to decept her?
I think that if it is what I think it is, then I think Milton would have heard about it. Possibly, just not into any details.
Do you want to roll a deception check?
Yeah, why not? Roll deception.
Yeah, it was.
Come on, it's D&D. Let's roll some dice. Good luck trying to get an insight that beats my 5.
All right, let me roll her plus 11.
Oh fuck!
Does a 24 pass?
Silvery barbs.
Yeah, her passive insight's 21. That's awesome, bro.
Fuck.
She'll just keep smiling.
Right. Well. So
you have heard about it before.
Milton just kind of like just dry gulps and just goes in passing.
Milton,
perhaps.
if I may offer just a word of advice. You're not in any trouble. I'm simply about the information such as you are. I'm not a fan of people withholding said information, especially when it could potentially benefit everyone here. If the SSS is something I need to worry about, I'd like to know.
I've only heard about it in passing. I thought it was honestly just a joke between other members of the scribes that I had worked with in my section in my library. But seeing the information that we had pulled up, it is no longer just a joke or a fairy tale, and it seems to hold some weight. I don't like not knowing about things, and this is something that I don't know about, which I take that personally. So if there is something to know, I will.
What do the letters mean, or do they not mean anything at all?
Well, if the what I assume to have been folktales until now do in fact hold some factuality to them, there is the SSS was commonly joked about to mean the Secret Scribe Society, or the Secret Society of Scribes, if you will. But
If
like I said,
you want,
it was,
I can have some people try and look into it.
I
That way
would-
we can both be informed.
I would highly advise that you don't do so, because if the SSS is real, then we may have an equal, if not more,
With all due respect, Milton, that's the reason I need to investigate it. If it is a much bigger enemy than the one facing our front door, then it's something that needs to be under my radar. Now, I'm not going to worry you with such things. I want to know your opinion on your party members. Just real quick.
oh well, okay. I can write up the rest of the recap and send it to you. That's fine. Party members, right? Okay. Well, seems like no illnesses or allergies to my knowledge. It looks as though that they probably have.
I'm
been
asking
ill-
how you feel about them, Milton.
Oh, I don't. I'm really the wrong person.
I know
to...
you're not one to socialize. I know you're not one to feel things about people. Although, I doubt that that's been the case for your entire life. I'm asking just a general opinion of the two.
If you want my honest, well, I think right now this team is a bit of a mess, and I say that in a purely non-biased, logical
Of course.
form.
That's what I like about you, Milton. You're non-biased. You don't lean one way or the other. From the looks of it, you're not religious either. You don't let things get in the way, you search for the facts, and that's that. Which is why I have news that you're probably not going to take lightly. But it's a necessity. I know you probably have grabbed lots of books for our very, very poor example of a library here. And sure, I will allow you to drop those off, but I'm not going to let you run that library.
Milton just really quietly to himself, just kind of like as she looks away, he just goes like, "Fuck."
And she kind of stands up and walks over kind of towards you, sitting on the desk in front of you, so that she has a more personal touch. You are far beyond that in this situation, darling. I know you're just a kid, and it's a lot to ask of you, but it is required out of your group that you're with. Fact is, the group has shown very big promise. The bags of holding, although you were supposed to drop them off originally, and I know you did, because, I mean, you follow orders, which is another thing I like about you. Regardless, they look full. And this group, as you said, needs some sort of headway. And you lot are a very good B team. And that's why you're going to be mostly under my command, but I need you to lead this party.
God damn it.
As if you can honestly tell me that either one of your party members would be a better leader than you, and give me good reasons, then I'm making you the official leader.
Well, if it comes to physical prowess, I mean, Carrick obviously has the...
And what are his strategies? What are his intelligence compared to yours? Does he go rush in and hit things, or does he stop and think about things before he rushes in and hits things?
I think he has an avocado farm that he mentioned.
So that answers that question. And Wogue, bless his tiny, sweet little heart, is too morally there. He is persuaded by what he will deem as a good act. You are a neutral being, and I use that in a non-offensive way, of course. I am simply trying to state the facts that you are the only person here, and had Koratoria been here, I definitely would not have given her the role either. But you are the best person for this job.
Is there not... I really don't want to come off disrespectful, but is there anyone else here in the cave that... could I just...
I'm not talking about anyone else in the cave. You three have formed a bond, whether you like it or not. You three, can work together. You just need a little push in the right direction, and that's what you're there for. Look, I know you're young. I know you want to just stick in your comfort zone, but this is a war, and I'm unfortunately going to have to draft you.
No...
I know it's a lot to take in, and that's why I'm not going to allow you to go anywhere for the next week at least. I want you to stay in the caves. Maybe for that time that you're here, you can manage the library or do some training of your own. She kind of holds up a finger to you. I'm not asking.
I figured.
Just think of it as the faster we can get over this whole apocalypse, the faster you can go back to doing what you love. And just think of all the spells you'll learn along the way.
Milton just glances down at his bag of holding.
Fireball her ass.
I've contemplated several ways to get myself out of this tent. To play devil's advocate, the others have, in their own different ways, much more to them that surpasses most of what I can provide in those areas. Carrick has a unsurpassable strength compared to mine, along with his constitution and his resolve. Wogue,
sure, of course. But his brain, again, bless his giant, beefy heart. His brain's probably the size of an avocado.
dear.
And
Don't
well,
make fun of my avocados.
and Wogue, again, bless his tiny heart, is too biased. As you mentioned, they are more frontliners. While, yes, I want you to lead, that doesn't mean that you need to be ahead of them. You can stay back, doing what you're good at, slinging spells, issuing commands, you know, the whole lot. But you are the best person for this job. Just taking a look at you, while I can tell you don't want to be here any longer, you will always have a plan for something. I can tell just by looking at you, you're thinking of ways to get out of this conversation and out of this job, which will not happen.
Milton like puts his hand like subtly slides his hand out of his component pouch of which he was preparing to like vortex warp something. Uh, if I mean at the end of the
If
day,
I may. The life that you lived before, it's gone now, and you know that. There's not a point holding on to it at the moment. I know you want to go back to a cozy little library, but at the end of the day, those cozy little libraries are all going to fall apart if nothing is done. And if nothing is done right, then we all lose before the battle's even started. I've lived long enough to know these things.
no, you don't look a day over 100.
She does smile a little bit at that.
Okay, well,
So,
lot to think about.
not really, because it's not really a choice. But I do want you to go get some rest now.
There are deep, dark circles under Milton's eyes.
And I want you to just take the week and figure things out, especially with your new members. Like I said, you three are going to be a very good B team.
A B team?
Backup team, bag and tag team, it's just a lot. It works. Whatever you want to call it.
Who is the A team, if I may ask?
The main scouts look out, but look, the alphabet is fucking stupid to begin with. It doesn't matter what letter you are. Just know that you are on top of your current stats.
Oh, I mean, alphabetical or the mnemonic area. I mean, can it be like the team 0? Because I mean, if you're organizing it via books and library, usually the alpha.
How about your team is specifically Team 0? How about that?
You know what? I can spitball names, but
yes, while you do that throughout the week. But you need to sleep, darling. You look spent.
Yeah, I could do that.
Okay. And again, I'm sorry about the libraries.
Yeah.
And I wish I could say that I've found more scribes with my scouts, but I haven't as of yet.
Honestly, I would be pretty shocked to find any others that were not a part of this alleged SSS to still be breathing. But
You never know. Have some faith, Milton. I know you're non-biased and you don't believe in faith, but just have some.
yeah, I'll add it to my my shopping list. Can I go?
Of course. Don't let me keep you.
And Milton just kind of gets up and kind of grasps at the as she was talking about like just have a little faith. Milton just very like by his side where he keeps the bag of holding, he kind of grasps thinking about the journal that Elias? Oh, okay. Yeah, he just grasps at the red journal that he found of Elias, as she says, just have a little faith. And so
She will notice it, but she doesn't say anything about it.
And then he will very shakily get up and just kind of.
And
back
before
out.
you leave, she says, "Don't worry, things will get better. Scout's honor." And she winks.
Honor. Right. Well, I think we're a little bit past that these days. Thank you. And he about faces and goes.
All right, and this is where we end for today.
Well, that was surely something, don't you think? Abyssal Wish is published and brought to you all by the wonderful Talk Shoe. Your Dungeon Master, which sounds kind of like a sex thing if we're going to be honest, doesn't it? Anyway, your Dungeon Master and editor is Trevor Griffiths. Carrick the Goliath is Nick Lucarelli. Wogue the Goblin is in fact Lindsay Facetta. And Milton Dinkle is Thomas Roll Jr. Our lovely and beautiful theme was made by Isaac Ayres. If you did enjoy this episode of Abyssal Wish, be sure to leave a like and rate 5 stars on wherever possible. If you want to hang out with the gang, and myself included, Andiris Brene, you're welcome to join the Discord, which should be in the description below. If not, you can continue to miss out. If you don't have a Discord, perhaps you should make one. After all, you're missing quite a bit. You get to in fact see all of our homebrew items. You get to have access to the DM himself, and be able to maybe sway where you want the story to go. In fact, maybe you could introduce something, and if he likes it enough, he might even keep it in. Until next time, this has been Abyssal Wish, Hellforged Apocolypse. We hope to see you all soon.
All right, Carrick, do you choose to fail?
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
I can take him.
I can take him all day. He gets eaten the next turn.
I'm prepared to silvery barbs your ass if you.